everyone, welcome Soulflow community. I'm bringing you Christina Hunter today, who's going to talk to you about all the amazing things she's up to in Muskoka. We have so many powerful women in Muskoka.
We do, yeah.
You happen to be one of them.
Oh, thank you.
So what I'd love to know from you, and I think what our community would love to know is, where are you thriving in what you love right now?
Okay, so I guess what I've been doing a lot lately is really getting into the environmental side of things, trying to help the community. I started a group called Little Sprouts, which is a little eco club for the kids in the community, and it's been an amazing journey. So it started last July, and we have an amazing online community where kids with their parents are doing tasks at home, environmental tasks.
And so tell us actually, what is the online community, so that those of you who don't know what that community is, just tell us what the name
so
is.
you can look it up on Facebook, and it is Little Sprouts Eco Club in Muskoka. And on there we have monthly tasks where you can jump right in, start following along. Teaching the kids how to recycle, compost.
So cool.
The kids are so cute, and they're picking it up just like
Did
that.
they get certificates or something
They
too?
do,
Okay.
yes. So they do get a little certificate. It's got a little sticker each month that they participate in. So it gives them a reward, and they're also teaching the parents at home, right? So it's been a real amazing ride so far.
Okay, and I remember a little while back you had taken. Was it Al Gore's? Was it a workshop or a course?
It was a 2-day course called Climate Reality.
Okay.
And it was in Toronto. So there was over 600 people from 23 different countries. And I was fortunate enough to be able to go. Learned a lot in the 2 days about climate change. Yeah. And so that's sort of where this Little Sprouts grew from. I wanted to bring the knowledge back to the community, and I think as a mom of two, I want to teach it at this level so that growing up they'll be our next little environmentalists.
And setting such a good example too, right?
Yeah. And I think it's important as they grow older to, learn these things like recycling, things that they may not be learning in school as much as we did growing up. Yeah. So it's important for them to have that knowledge as well.
And some responsibility. What would you say is your main focus on what's keeping you really happy? So focus in work, right now.
That's a good question. I think for me, it's a variety. And I think that's what makes each project so exciting. Yeah. I'm somebody who, I'm a doer, right?
Yes.
So I like to put all of my focus and energy into the project that I'm doing. So for example, the Little Sprouts. Another project I'm a part of is Syrian Refugees Gravenhurst. So we're bringing Syrian refugees to our community. And I work part-time, I'm a mom. So I think, having each project and being able to have such a different, each project is so different.
So different.
So I can use my different talents, I guess, or just try to
skills.
Yeah.
You have a different skill set with different groups of people, and we're talking about very different groups, from little kids to Syrian refugees, where there's a bit of a communication challenge and a little bit of a barrier that way. So it's kind of exciting. It's a good challenge.
And it's a very good challenge. And so far, the first family that we brought to Gravenhurst has been amazing, and it's been fun just to be able to meet the family, see that other side of the world, right, that they're bringing here. And so that's another project that I've been working on. But I think looking at all the different projects, there's one thing that keeps me going, is just being able to, be out in the community and meeting all these different people. And you get to meet so many different people, and I think it's been amazing.
Rewarding.
Yeah, right? Rewarding, and I love people. I love meeting people. So it's been fun. Okay,
my big question for you is, what do you want your legacy to be? So what do you want to be known for? It's really big.
Yes, that is a big question. What do I want to be known for?
What do you want to be known for? Not just in Gravenhurst and in this community, but what do you want people to know about you, or what you were creating, or what you were?
I think it's changed as I've gotten older. And I've started to try to think more, broader than myself. So out towards my community or even towards the world. So I think I'd like to leave that lasting kind of impression that, I'm trying to help.
More globally.
More globally, want to be a part of the conversation, want to be a part of a positive impact, helping, it's about more than just us. And I'm really, in the last few years starting to realize that the more we can do, the more we can help others.
Legacy. But at the moment, right now, your legacy, you would say, is?
I guess educating children on how to be more environmentally conscious. I don't know. I guess
that's huge, though. Yeah. That's huge to be able to educate. You're not only educating kids about our environment and how to take care of it, but you're also helping bring in families that haven't come from the best environment, and you're being able to help them create a nice environment here for themselves, and teaching them about what our cultures are and what happens here in Gravenhurst, and how we can learn from them and what they have to offer as well, which is exciting. More impact, right? More global impact.
And and it's a learning experience for myself too, right? So I'm learning as I go, and even you look back at 2 years ago, the things even socially that you're posting about, that's changed so much for me in the last couple of years. So I've really just noticed that I'm focusing on, healthier food options for my family, growing a garden, growing vegetables, helping bees to, so we've got, so all that stuff. And it's things that I wasn't really interested in before, but you learn as you go. And so it's been fun.
And there's no, it's never too late to try something new and to learn something new. And I think we're constantly educating ourselves and evolving. So some things, like you say, we post a couple of years back, and the thing is that stuff still exists.
Right.
So being conscious of what we're posting, and we're only humans, so we're doing the best we can with what we have at the time we have it.
Yep.
Right?
And I think it's interesting to go back and look, because you do see a real growth, and people say, people don't change. Well, when you go back and look, people do change, and they do evolve. And I've certainly noticed that for myself and others, right? So it's interesting to...
Good education for people.
That's right, yeah.
Maybe go back through your Facebook posts and check it out.
Yeah, but it's also humbling too, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you know what, I'm learning too, and I don't have all the answers, and nobody does. So
I'm working on it. There you go. It's a work in progress.
There you go. We all
okay, so tell me, is there anything you would say to a young family right now who is trying to become more environmentally conscious? What is a couple of tips, or one tip or a couple of tips that they could use to incorporate, more environmentally sounding or safe home?
Yeah. I think the first thing is to not beat yourself up over being perfect, right? We've all been out somewhere and there's no recycling bin, and you just gotta let it go.
Yeah.
So I think you can just start small. It's little things like bringing a water bottle to yoga instead of a plastic water bottle, or instead of getting your coffee every morning from the drive-through, try making a cup and bringing it with you. And these little things add up over time. And I've noticed that even for myself, right?
Yeah.
You gotta make a conscious decision, and then it comes easily over time. For little kids, they want to help. They want to learn. They get their hands in there, right? All you have to do is put that idea in their mind, and they run with it.
Okay, I love those tips because I think they're really simple tips, and also, it's very true. We still have a lot of people who bring plastic water bottles to class. So I will remind them.
There we go.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Then I also would love to know from you, what's your next big plan? Like, what's your next big project? What are you working on?
That's a good question. I guess I'm kind of in limbo in between projects. I do have my book that came out last year.
Talk about this.
Yeah, so had a birth stories book that came out last April, so it's been almost a year now.
I bought it.
Yeah, Yeah, and it's that project is about educating first-time moms on the experience of labor and what they might expect, not necessarily what they will expect, but gives them an idea. So that project is ongoing, but my kind of next idea would be to...
I want to just talk about that quickly because it's a huge book. I mean, it's something you put together. It was stories of local women who went through the birthing process, but it's sharing stories, which is what the Soul Flow is really all about. Is, you know, when we're stronger together when we're able to share stories.
Yes, absolutely.
And sharing stories is something so important, such as birthing, different options for birthing. I think this is a conversation that should probably happen more often. So if you haven't got that book, I'm going to put the link down to where they can get it.
It's called All Out of Womb, a collection of birth stories. But yeah, I think it's important for women to, when you're reading the stories, you're getting that first person, you know, all their thoughts, feelings, everything. It's not just the Coles Notes version of went to the hospital, had the baby, you know, which so many people give you that version. This is really getting down to how did I feel when I was in this, you know, stage of labor, or the days leading up to. And there's so many emotions that a woman goes through, so many. So this book helps to kind of capture, you know, the crying fits that you're having because your baby's late, and then, or like, oh my goodness, I'm not prepared for this, or what's going to happen to me. So moving forward, my next sort of idea would be to do a breastfeeding book, which would be my next kind of, again, this first one took, you know, 5 years to come to fruition. So I don't have a timeline for that, but it's kind of in the works. I've been talking to some people about sharing some stories, because I feel that that's another one that women don't talk about as much. There are a lot of struggles when you're a first-time mom, about what you know, think is normal, you know, that you've got all these emotions running through, and if you don't have that support, then, you know, you may just feel, you know, inadequate, or that, you know, there's all these emotions that happen. So just knowing that other women have gone through it too.
Right. That's a great book idea. Okay, any last things you want to share with us? Anything that we need to know about you that we don't know about you?
I just want to thank you for the opportunity. It's so much fun to be here. I love
the little Yorkies are running around during this, and they're growling because they're hungry, so they're a little mad.
Sweet.
They're like rotten.
No, I just you know, want to say thank you very much, and it's been fun.
Thanks, girl. It's so nice. So I'll put all of Christina's links up to what the projects, from Little Sprouts to the book to even your own network, like whatever you're using for yourself, will be so great for people to be able to connect, especially if you have any questions about any of those things, or maybe you have a story you need to share with Christina for her book, her next project.
Good idea.
Right?